What's up, y'all?
Hey, Brandon, Nikki Edwards, Yahoo Sports. You guys, week one against Georgia Tech, kind of struggling to contain the quarterbacks off the run. How do you feel like the defense is improving and preparing for Houston this week?
I think last week we played against Delaware, we was more locked in, like more paying attention, like 300 some yards. That's not in our category. We held them to 80. So just moving on to the next week, forgetting about that, and just week after week we go improve and do stop the run, stop the quarterback, and do what we do best, rush the passer.
Hey, Brandon, Jake Schwanitz from DMVR. Just seems like you really broke out in the lead up to the start of the season. What really started to click for you, and why did that just happen for you all of a sudden?
I say my off-season training, putting in extra work back at home, not being here, and just getting some extra work, working after practice with Big Quinn or Aunt Quinn. You know, just doing the little things, and it comes up in practice too. And just being myself out there, having fun. I think that's what I was missing last year, just not having too much fun, just having fun out there again.
Hi, Brandon. Just how much have you learned these last couple weeks starting, and how much is that going to kind of help you going forward this season?
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot my first two games. It's just like going back to the fundamentals of football, like getting off, shedding blocks, and making plays. And then, like, from Coach Pecco, Coach Sapp, there's knowledge. Coach Pecco been in the league 15 years. You know, Coach Sapp, gold jackets, really. It was a great room. Just listening to them and taking from what we do on the to practice and putting it on the field.
Like you said just a second ago, this defensive line room is extremely deep. What has been your favorite part of playing alongside all those guys?
I think we got a great brotherhood. We do a lot of things outside of practice. Like, we watched the Super Bowl together at one of our teammates' house. We cooked. We do a lot of things together. We watch film together. I think it just brings us closer. And then when we come out there on Saturdays, Fridays, we know what we want, and we do it as a pack. We got no one's selfish out there. No one's I person. We do it as a team, and that's how we always gonna be.
Hey, Brandon, you mentioned Coach Sapp and Coach Pecco. Just what are some of the biggest things that you've learned from those two coaches this year?
Yeah, my Coach Sapp, just stay on your gap, basically. He wants you to get off the ball, strike people, convert to pass, triple the run on your way to the quarterback. That's what he says. And then Coach Pecco, technicians, you know, knowing your job, you know, giving us little cheat codes. When we out there, like we got padding back on certain plays we got. And then we got Coach Pine, pass rush. You feel like, you know, we just need to get after it more in the pass rush, and that's what we go do.
Brian, go ahead. Hey, Brandon, Brian Halbel, the Daily Camera. I know the defense has not played the way you guys want to the first couple of weeks. Do you think there's a lot of new faces, obviously? Mm-hmm. Do you think that there's still a lot of adjustment period, you guys learning how to play with each other and some of the new guys learning the scheme and all that?
Yeah. I think that showed up in the first game, you know. But I think we still haven't played our best game, either that. But I think we come in, like, closer together from, like, the whole defensive standpoint, everybody knowing their job. We meeting more, like, together as a group to know what everybody got. And our coaches do a good job of explaining, like, what the safeties got to do and filling their gaps with the linebackers. So I think we getting closer in that aspect, and it won't be no more 300-something rushing yards.
John, go ahead.
Brandon, to that point, Georgia Tech made it kind of their mission to be the more physical team. Do you guys take that as a challenge as you enter Big 12 play?
Most definitely. Like, we just got out physical. We just got to do better as a team. We way more physical than that. But I think the first game we got our jitters out the way, you know, and being physical, that's start up front with the D line and the linebackers. We got to come down, hit, strike, and do our job basically, and move them back. They can't be moving us back.
Anything else for Brandon? All right, thank you, sir.
All right, appreciate you.
Simeon Price, good. Coaches, close. Scott, you want to start?
What's up, Simeon? Scott Proctor at DNVR. How would you describe kind of your first kind of 2 games, in a Colorado Buffalo uniform with the opportunities that you've been given, both on offense and special teams as well?
I would say they were solid. They were solid. I'm always tough on myself, so a lot of areas I can improve in. Obviously, it's a deep running back room, so anytime you get in there, you have to take advantage of your opportunities. But I would say solid. Like I said, very hard on ourselves, as we are as a team, so we're just looking to take that next step.
Hey, Simeon, you had a hurdle along the sideline, had a 360 hurdle type thing as well. I was just wondering, I don't know, how do you play with such looseness and comfortability on the field to try those moves?
You just have to react, really. That's what it comes down to. Being here, it's always a blessing that you have coaches that let you play football. So at the end of the day, I just go out there, I react to what I see, and I play hard.
Hey, Simeon, Brian Howell, the Daily Camera. A couple questions for you. This is your 5th year in college. I know you probably haven't had the opportunities you've wanted to your first couple of stops. And can you talk about that journey and why maybe you didn't get the opportunities that you wanted?
Yeah, there was 2 separate times I was in the portal for 6 months. So, I was at home training, thinking I was never going to be able to play football again. So when I got the call here, it was a no-brainer to walk into this type of environment with these coaches, this knowledge, and I feel like I was sent here. God gave me an opportunity. I don't take it for granted. And like I said, I was in a dark place, but He pulled me out of that pit, and I'll forever talk about how Christ is the reason that I'm here, and He's my foundation.
And then just as a follow-up to that, because of all that, do you think that you are maybe more determined, energized, whatever, with this opportunity because hey, this is it. I got to make the most of it?
Absolutely. It's a brand new perspective. I wake up every morning, and the first thing I do is just thank the Lord for this opportunity. These mountains are beautiful out here. I'm being coached by Hall of Famers. I don't take anything for granted. So, and also knowing it's my last year, I still have goals and aspirations of going to the next level. It's the reason I came here. So every day at practice, where it's meetings, whatever lift, I always give my all for myself and for my teammates because I know they have the same dreams.
Hey, Simeon, you mentioned being coached by Hall of Famers. What has it been like for you learning under Marshall Faulk?
It's just, I call them just like gold nuggets, man. Every time we get in the meeting room, it's just something that I have to write down, whether that be concerning football, concerning anything off the field, Just as much as he wants us to be great football players, he wants us to be great young men, and I really take that to heart because that's something that throughout my journey with the ups and downs of football, sitting in the portal for 6 months, I've had to do some real soul searching and look at myself as a man and clean up some things that I knew wasn't really of my character. So anytime I step in that meeting room, I always ask questions. I always make sure I'm sitting up straight and letting him know that I'm paying attention.
Simeon, this is a pretty deep running back room, and we haven't even gotten a chance to see Dallin on the field yet. Just what's the balance for you of trying to make the most of your opportunity, but also knowing that there's some different skill sets in the room that can also do some different things, as we've seen through the first 2 weeks?
Right. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. We all know that it's a deep room. We all know that we're competing, but the thing that's making our running back room click right now is the fact that we're not selfish. We're not an arrogant group of guys. We all want to see each other win. We all want to see each other succeed. So whether it be any two-back sets or, Coach Fall calls us out there to start whatever drive, we're out there playing for the group.
I want to ask you another follow-up here, but when you're sitting in the portal for several months this year, were you starting to think about, all right, what are my post-football plans here, and did you have something lined up, and just in case you didn't get a call from anybody?
Absolutely, you have to. My family, you can't sit around and be a bum. So I was thinking about things off the field. My sister's a licensed athletic trainer at FC Dallas right now, so I was thinking about going that route, learning about the body. I always like to help, so if I wasn't playing football, I want to see, okay, how can I help guys get there if I'm not able to play anymore? So I was thinking about a lot of different routes, but again, I can't thank the Lord enough for getting that phone call that one day and landing me here.
Hey, Simeon, now entering Big 12 play with Houston on Friday. Just what does this offense need to do to find success down there, and just what are you looking forward to most?
We just have to be us. Like I said, Houston, they switch things up. They'll go 4 down, they'll go 3 down. They do a lot of stunts up front. 36 is a pretty physical linebacker. So we have to play disciplined football. We know it's conference play. We know emotions will be high. We can't get caught up in any of that stuff. Just be us, Don't try to do too much. Everybody do their 111th, and we'll be fine.
Simeon, we saw after the touchdown in the 2-minute drill the other day, it seemed like everybody on the sideline was congratulating Ryan Staub. You've only been here for a couple months, but what kind of impact has he had on you to make you want to? You were one of the people that I saw go up to him and kind of congratulate him after that touchdown play. What was that moment like for you, just kind of celebrating with him and the rest of the team?
Yeah, he took advantage of his opportunities, and that's something that Coach Prime preaches all the time, and that goes for every single one of us. When your number is called, you go out there and show out. You know, you're not here for no reason. We're all here. We're all here to better ourselves in some way, whether that be the NFL or becoming better men off the field. So he took advantage of his opportunities. I was extremely proud of him, and just like any other player, when your number is called, be ready. Thank you, sir. Appreciate y'all.
How's everyone? Oh, God. Oh. Ryan Highland, our grounds crew guy that runs the campus, phenomenal job. We just got finished with our walk, and I got to give him love, give him a shout out. Coach Fritz, remarkable career, unbelievable career. What he accomplished at Tulane and so forth has been astonishing, unbelievably. So I am very impressed by what he's accomplished as a coach, as well as being National Coach of the Year in 2022. In Tulane, 12-2, they were flat out rolling, man. 23-4 in the last 2 years. God bless you, Coach. Love what you're doing. Love what you're doing for all coaches. Love your staff, what you've assembled, and what you're building there. Students of the week, Brandon Davis-Swain from Detroit, Michigan. Cole Mathis, my man, Coach Mathis' son. Oh, let me see. I think that's it, notable that I want to share. Good team. We're playing 2-0, doing some remarkable things offensively, moving the ball. Running back that can flat out hit it. When he hits it, he's out of there. Has some receivers that can get the job done defensively. They got some guys that can cover. Hopefully we're able to run the ball. They didn't have a balanced attack. Special teams have been special for us, so we don't fret that with anyone. But it's going to be a good game, and I can't wait to get to Houston. It's a tremendous recruiting ground for us, Texas, period. So we love to go down there and play, and I pray that it's a sellout. We like to play in front of sellouts, although we don't like to play evening games. But we got to do what we got to do. So we welcome the challenge, and I can't wait to finish up here in strong and then get on the flight and get to Houston and get some work done. Let's go.
Hi, Coach. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
This is sweet iced tea, by the way. We do this in our on our training table. Chef Carl, love you, man.
Nice. I'm an Arnold Palmer person. Nick Edwards, Yahoo Sports. There was a report by Pete Thamel that Ryan Staub is the expected starter against Houston. Are you able to confirm that?
I'm not confirming nothing to y'all. Y'all know that. We ain't like that. We good. We have capable guys. Staub has been doing a phenomenal job doing and getting the majority of the reps, but I haven't made that assessment and decision yet.
Hi, Coach.
You know, in today's media, we don't care about being correct anymore. We just want to be first. And there's no subjection to you when you're wrong. Nobody says nothing. You just go with it. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's where we are in media. Nobody gives a darn about being correct and being right. Everybody just want to be first. That don't make no sense to me. I would love the integrity that we once had with media. I would love that. Let's go. I'm sorry.
Hi, Coach. Adam Wilson Tiger, 24/7 Sports. We just had Simeon Price in here. He mentioned that he was in the portal for about 6 months, and it was kind of in a dark place. What's it been like to see him get this opportunity and run with it?
First of all, he deserves it. Second of all, you talk about a great kid, a character kid, a kid that loves this game, loves everything that comes with it, the education, academics, the leadership that we have in the building, not just the young men that he plays with, but the type of coaching staff that we have and support staff when it comes to academics and all. Phenomenal human being, man. I'm proud to have him a part of this team.
Hey, Coach. Pat Graham,
How you
Associate
doing,
Press.
man?
How you doing? Hey, when you're making a decision on a quarterback, I know we talked about you're not naming
Yeah.
a starter, but what factors do you go into it, and how much do you kind of factor in what the team thinks, and just not to make change for change's sake?
Oftentimes, what the team thinks may not be correct. Oftentimes, what the fans think, or the media, it's got to be what we as coaches have come to the conclusion what best fits us for where we're headed. That's how we kind of accumulate that decision and understand leadership is involved, understanding the totality of the offense is involved, and being able to do some things that are off script. When the play breaks down, just come on, man. What you got? What you got? You know, that I feel like a quarterback has to make 3 plays on his own a game. Just 3 plays. You know, throwing the ball and we call that route is one thing, but you made that play out of nothing. That's something, and a quarterback has to make at least 3 plays a game for us to be successful.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell, the Daily Camera. I have 2 questions for you. First off, you mentioned recruiting a little bit. How big of a deal is it for you guys to go to Texas and play in front of the people down in Texas?
It's always a big deal for us to go anywhere and play, but not only play, to become successful and play our type of football and the way we go about doing it. That's what makes it successful. Not just to go to Texas and play, but to win, and to win in a dominating fashion. That's what we desire to do.
The second question is, you mentioned the other day, and I know this about you, but you like the underdog, right? And, the Rudy story, things like that.
Yeah.
Where did that come from with you, and why have you always liked the underdog?
I was always him. That dude. And most of those guys that I attracted was Rudy's. And I always looked up for them. They were always my homies. Whether it was baseball, football, basketball, business, or whatever have it, I love the guy or the woman who's not selected, who's not poised, who articulation may not be correct, who may not have the right outfit in a closet or shoes, but wants it, has integrity, has a heart, has a relationship with the Lord. I love, and I will invest in an underdog every day. It ends with a Y.
Beautiful, Coach. Go, John.
John Treach, 9 News. Coach, are you concerned about what not having a solidified quarterback would do to the
A
team?
solidified quarterback? Who has one of those? I got time today. Who has one of those? What does that look like? What does a solidified quarterback looks like? What does that look like? I want to know. We play quarterbacks every week. What does a solidified quarterback looks like? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you for that setup. Excuse me, sir.
A number 1 star, a clear ahead, number 1 star.
I don't. That could mean something's up with your roster if it's clear. Then that clear guy goes down. What's up with the second one? I like where we are, man. I like what we have. I like what we're playing with. I like these dice I'm shaking. I do. I really do.
Hey, Coach, how you feeling?
Good, always.
Love to hear it. Scott Proctor at DNVR. You were just talking a little bit about, the quarterback doing some off-script stuff. You want to see them make at least 3 plays on their own a game.
No, I said you got to make 3 plays.
For sure.
I didn't say I want to see them. You got to
do that to win.
3 plays for us to win a game.
For sure. Staub told us after the game on Saturday that on those 2 vertical shots he had to Sincere. Sincere wasn't supposed to go vertical.
He
Staub
checked
kind of
off.
told him to.
He checked off.
What'd you make of that? And is that kind of what you're talking about in terms of wanting to see that control at the line of scrimmage?
He checked off. He did what he's supposed to do. He did what he's supposed to do. We did what we supposed to do last week as a team. We need to do what we're supposed to do this week, what we're expected to do. Staub did what we expected him to do. You all are surprised. We weren't. We're thankful and appreciative and just happy for him and elated for him that he seized the darn moment. We talk about the moment all the time in our meetings. We talk about taking advantage of opportunities not only on the football field but in life. And he did that. He did that. I'm proud of him.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette.
It's our soccer, right? Tennis girl, right? Okay, I thought I recognized your face. I didn't know that was you.
She works for me now.
God bless you. I'm proud of you. All right.
You mentioned Houston having a pretty explosive running back.
Yeah.
Obviously had a couple big runs the other day. Just kind of, what improvement have you seen from the defensive line over the last week or so?
From our defense?
Yeah, to maybe set up a
They've
better
been
game
playing
plan
good.
this week.
They've been playing good. I'm not going to say great, but they've been playing good. I think they got another level to them collectively. All of the four across the front. We got to get more pressure on quarterbacks, I feel. I feel like we do a better job of stuffing the run in the A and B gaps and let the long linebackers flow and get to the ball the way they're capable, because we have some fast linebackers and they can run. They can all run. But we're doing an adequate job. I think we could do better. I challenge them to do better every day.
Anything else for Coach? Go ahead, Jack.
Jack,
Jack Carlo, how
come
are
on,
you?
man, Jack. Come on, Jack, give it to me.
Jack Carlo. Doesn't get old.
Jack, I love it, man. You don't understand. This is the only reason I come in here.
It's the best. It's the best part of the week.
There you go.
What was I going to ask now?
Take your time. We'll wait for you, Jack.
Brandon Davis-Swain
Yeah.
just came in here. Just what has allowed him to kind of step into a starting role early this season?
Confidence. First of all, he had to get his body together. He had to get a little Swayze together in the offseason and take lifting and conditioning serious. He wasn't serious about it last year. He was just a high school kid coming out of high school and think it was fun, thought it was going to be fun. No, it ain't fun when you ain't playing. It ain't fun when you're not dominating. It's not fun when you're not on the field. He took it serious. Our two or several D-line guys that are leading that group, they're phenomenal. He's really paying attention to details, and he works his butt off. He really works his butt off. But we got a surprise for him this week as well. I hope he didn't disclose that, but we got a surprise for him. He's been doing well, and we're going to extend his role.
Coach, just last thing on the quarterbacks. Do you envision a scenario where it's just one guy this week? Or okay.
That's the goal. I don't want to play musical chairs with quarterbacks. Why would I want to come to the game and do that? I'm just spinning the darn wheel and it lands on, I wasn't good at roulette. Although I would put everything on 21 black any day. You better believe that. Hey, I don't want to put them on three numbers, man. I want one thing. Yeah, one thing. And hopefully we get to that point. But I'm proud of where we are offensively, but we're improving to me every week. And we're getting better and better.
Just wondering about Omarion Miller's progress and Dallin Hayden's progress.
Both of them are practicing. Omarion, I don't know if we're going to see him this week. Dallin he worked his butt off today. He's closer to being seen than Omarion. We want Omarion to get healthy. Don't rush that. Don't rush that, because that could linger with you all season and prevent you from being the best that you can be. But he's working his butt off.
Ryan Scholes from Ralph Report. Ryan Staub said that Shador has helped him a lot get ready for this,
Yeah.
and then Shador showed some love to him on Twitter after the game. Kind of how cool is that to have Shador there helping him out?
He's talked to him as well. He's called him. He's called him, and they conversated as well. First of all, you got to understand, Staub is a lovable dude, man. Like everybody who's played here previously have reached out to him and congratulated him, or some way or another tweeted at him or done something to let them know how proud they are, because he's always been the stand-up guy. No matter who's starting, he's always been there in support. He's not going to be one of those guys who, somebody else is starting, he's sitting on the bench mad, sulking. He's not built like that. He's going to be there in support and make sure you're prepared, make sure the scout team is prepared. He's going to give you everything he has whenever he gets the opportunity to practice, or even if I think he was giving signals last week. Going from giving signals and getting in the game, come on, man, that don't happen. That don't happen. This is a real-life story that's happening right before your eyes. So hats off to him, because he's the ultimate teammate. He's the ultimate teammate. He's the ultimate character guy, and those are the type of guys that we're looking for. But oftentimes, those guys don't come with the 3 and 4 and 5 stars that you guys get excited about. I'm looking more at, can they play here? Do they fit who we are? Not do they come with a 4 and 5 and a star or whatever have it. And Staub is one of those guys, man, and I'm proud of him. Love him to life. I really do.
Kind of an overview question.
Yes, sir.
When we talked to you, you hadn't looked at the film yet. After looking at the film, what did you like about each of the quarterbacks?
What did I like about each of the quarterbacks? That's a setup. God bless you all.